Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rowe, the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人张舒，在纽约向您问好。周三美股收高，我们看到今天纳指是终于引领了三大股指在上涨的过程当中，而今天非常积极的一面是我们看到，除了之前引领市场的那些板块，今天有一些新的板块出现引领市场，包括了科技股以及生物制药的板块。我们看到，其实像 EIA 最新公布的，也就是美国能源信息署最新公布的上一周的原油储备是意外下降了230万桶，而此前的预计是下降210万桶，因此这样一个比较利好的消息呢，也是促使着最近一直下降的原油终于有了一点反弹的趋势。但是另外一方面，就像我们上一周曾经所说的一个汽油的一个担忧问题，因为其实在过去的一段时间，本来从4月份到7月份这段时间，汽油的储备应该都是在一个稳步下降的过程当中。由于夏季是一个出行的一个高峰季，但是直到今年我们还没有看到汽油的储备在下降，因此这样一个汽油的供应大于需求的担忧，很可能会在未来的一段时间内继续蔓延和影响着市场，这一方面让我们继续的关注。而本周我们看到市场的表现总的来说是非常良好的，其中一个非常重要的原因就是现在的财报季整体来说表现要比我们之前想象的好，因为在已经公布的公司当中，有64%的公司，他们所公布的财报都是高于预期的。而历史上，在过去的22年内，几乎只有平均63%的公司财报是高于预期。好的，更多的消息，让我们来看一下今天的交易员访谈。Hi Scott. Finally, today we see the Nasdaq Composite led the market higher, and because of the better-than-expected earnings that boost the optimism on Wall Street. And I know that we should looking for setup instead of top. So, how is the setup right now?
Well, we came in today with a multi-day consolidation. So Microsoft came out with good numbers. It helped spark tech. If you look overall at the different sectors, nice consolidation and some continuation. Some things are acting better than others, but the rotation is taking its turns. If you look here at the S&P cash, here was that that 2-year range that we broke above. Everyone was waiting for some type of pull-in that didn't happen. But if you look at the setup here, okay, there were two really good ones. One obviously was right here after the post-Brexit. This was your Bible dip. This is when it took out the descending channel. And then recently it's held for 5 days as the 8-day caught up. So if you got long into support, you were able to add and you got paid today. Okay, if you're looking around the horn, the Russell has not done that yet. So we'll see if the Russell could, play some catch up tomorrow. I am long some IWM, and I think that it also has consolidated, and at some point, maybe it breaks above this to make new highs. I also started focusing with you on the IBBs, saying that the IBBs could play some catch up. Can it break above this descending channel? Well, today it broke above this mini range. I am long some and the LBU, so I do think that this could make its way towards bigger resistance. So there's definitely lots of rotation, lots of things going on. You just have to pick and choose your spots.
And as you just mentioned, I think the positive thing we saw today is a rotation out of the previous winners, and instead tech start to lead the market. And I think there were some tech names give us a very good trade, like Baba, Netflix, and Amazon. So how do you think about them?
And they were all different. If you remember on Monday, I was like, Facebook woke up, maybe it gets back to highs. And if you look, what does that mean when Facebook wakes up? Well, let me show you. Facebook, okay, basically, first time it woke up was right here when it broke above this mini range. Then it held higher. And then on Monday, it woke up. Tuesday, when Netflix reported, it did not go down and went up. And now it's at all-time highs. That 3-day move could make you a living as a trader. Also, we said, can Amazon hold the 21-day? Okay, well, Amazon didn't have a blockbuster move, but what did it do? It came into the targeted 21-day at 729. Now it's at 745. This could most likely go back to highs. And then we talked about, finally, Baba was acting well. I told you I bought the calls. Okay, well, why did I start focusing Baba, take it off the do not trade list? Because finally, it had a clean breakout, then it held, and now it's back at highs. And this overall, long-term channel or pattern to me, was very bullish. And now for the first time, you had some follow-throughs. So there's lots of nice trading going on.
Okay, and I think this week we started to talk about IBB, and today we see some rotation into this sector. So how do you think about the bios?
Well, we listed the chart on Monday, and I just showed you that it had a nice engulfing bar and provided some alpha. So I think the bios can continue. And when you have rotation into stuff like that, some money has to leave elsewhere. And we started talking about how the metals started to get vulnerable. They were extended and they started to lose their 8-day. What do I mean by that? Well, look at the GLD. People are like, oh, how did this pullback happen? I didn't see it coming. Well, everyone said that everyone's long the miners and gold. Okay, well, here was your, doji, doji, which showed you a little bit of exhaustion away from the 8-day. Here, broke below the 8-day and never reclaimed it. And now look where it is. So now we'll see if the GLDs can come into here. And then if you look at the miners, it had a big move. Okay, the miners closed on the lows yesterday, this little red bar, and now broke below this upper range here. So clean break to the downside, lots of people trapped. I would see and wait to see whether the miners can make its way down to the 50-day where it held the last time. But that's a clean break. So money's leaving some of the gold in the miners and going into the Russell and the bios and tech, which I think is much healthier anyway.
It seems like rotation is the key of the day.
Rotation is what makes you a living as a trader. You find where the money's going and you buy stocks in tight bases, you add to it when they ignite and extend, you sell some strength, and then you look for the next one and you keep doing that over and over again, and hopefully that's how you put a month together in a year.
好的，感谢您的收看，我们明天再见。